On this vote, the yeas are 216, the nays are 210. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
The Chair declares the House in recess, subject to the call of the Chair.
History made on Capitol Hill today after the House of Representatives voted to remove the GOP leader in Congress. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy now out, and the discussion to find his replacement moving forward.
So I may have lost a vote today, but as I walk out of this chamber, I feel fortunate to have served the American people. I leave the speakership with a sense of pride, accomplishment, and yes, optimism. From the day I entered politics, my mission has always been to make tomorrow better than today. I fought for what I believe in, and I believe in this country of America.
You're fired.
To whose benefit? People have called you a narcissist. People say that is to your benefit alone. Is it to the benefit of you and to Donald Trump?
It's the benefit of this country that we have a better Speaker of the House than Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy couldn't keep his word. He made an agreement in January regarding the way Washington would work, and he violated that agreement. We are $33 trillion in debt. We are facing $2.2 trillion annual deficits. We face a de-dollarization globally that will crush Americans, working class Americans. Kevin McCarthy is a feature of the swamp. He has risen to power by collecting special interest money and redistributing that money in exchange for favors. We are breaking the fever now, and we should elect a speaker who's better.
You can nominate somebody that's not in Congress. So under the Constitution, Donald Trump should be nominated as a litmus test on these Republicans with all the fake charges and all the fake trials. How awesome would it be to make Donald Trump Speaker of the House?
I've now heard from a number of people. I know for a fact Donald Trump has been contacted about possibly him being an interim speaker. Is that a reality?
I don't know. He'd be great, but I want Donald Trump to be the next president of the United States. If he wants to be speaker,
well, he
great.
would still.
But,
well,
I'll be clear. I want him to be president of the United States.
President. He's still going to be running for president.
Right. That's where we need him, is at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. If he wants to be speaker, then that's fine too.
How disappointed are you with what happened here and Speaker McCarthy?
I thought it was unfair to Kevin. Kevin, I think, has done a fine job, and he and I came in together. He's a good man, and he didn't deserve this, in my judgment.
Will you run for speaker?
That's a decision for the conference.
I mean, the Speaker of the House is arguably the most powerful member of that chamber. And what do you think this says to countries who are looking at what's happening here?
Well, let me say that chaos is never America's friend. And it's never a friend of American families that are struggling. And I'm deeply disappointed that a handful of Republicans would partner with all the Democrats in the House of Representatives to oust the Speaker of the House.
I was very disappointed that Mr. McHenry said that we won't be engaging in the people's work until next week, until Tuesday of next week, and I think that's burning a lot of time.
Oh, just to make clear, so he said that the House is leaving town until next Tuesday, and then the Speaker's race is going to be then?
Yeah, it was very disappointing. I think we should stay, we should work. I think we should have a Speaker election this week. I think we could easily come together as a conference to do that, and so I just hate when we pause the clock. I hate when we stop our work and don't do the people's business.
Who are you going to get behind as a candidate?
I don't know who the candidates are.
Come at me and call me a rhino, you can kiss my ass. Look, I've spent a lifetime fighting for limited government conservatism. I have laid it all on the line. I've not seen my family but for 2 days in the last 30 days. You go around talking your big game and you thumping your chest on Twitter. Yeah, come to my office and come have a debate, mother.
Not a conservative. Look, you all know Matt Gaetz. You know it was personal. It had nothing to do about spending. It had nothing to do about everything he accused somebody of he was doing. It all was about getting attention from you.
Sorry, you just got to tell me what's going on because I got 30 seconds.
McCarthy not running again.
Oh, baby. Baby. Breaking news, McCarthy not, I'm not supposed to celebrate. Let me lean, okay, I'm going to be very serious. Breaking news, McCarthy is not running again.
First of all, we're without a speaker. This is historic. Something like this hasn't happened in well over 100 years. And now what we've got is total chaos when the Republicans are playing out their infighting on national television in a historic way instead of fighting Joe Biden's policies.
96% of the Republicans voted for McCarthy. 4% voted against him. From my position as a longtime Republican activist, they're traitors. All 8 of them should, in fact, be primaried. They should all be driven out of public life.
That's about as Washington, D.C. as it gets.
Congressman, will you resign? Congressman, will you resign? Will you resign? Will you put yourself back on the ballot, sir? Did you mock the congressman's faith?
Chair declares the House in recess, subject to the call of the chair.